The under-16 Division 2 Grand Final for Geelong Junior Football for season 2002. It's the Belmont Lions and Queenscliff. Jason Doherty with you at Memorial Park in Leopold. Also joining us, Eric Nichols. How are you, Eric?
Morning, Jace. It's a little brisk and just had a touch of rain a few moments ago, but conditions right at the moment excellent for football.
The top two sides in the under-16 Division 2 meeting this morning, Queenscliff and the Belmont Lions. The Cooters finished on top and the Belmont Lions in second position, start of the first term. And Queenscliff will be kicking with the aid of a slight breeze in the first term. It'll be Chase Rosiello up against Andrew Orvis, and they do battle. They both go up, and neither can get an effective tap. Ball still in the middle. Lake Rosiello tried to get it free. Handball came from Ayres towards half forward. He followed it up. Another good handball. Now Stanford off a step, goes towards full forward. And Rosiello works his way down there again. Handball back towards Ayres. Handball to Bound, standing there. Gets away though. Handball to Lake Rosiello off a step. Goes long towards goal. And it's through for one behind. So a quick start by the Belmont Lions. They have one behind on the board. And Queenscliff yet to score. We've been playing only 45 seconds. So a quick start by the Lions out of the middle.
So we wait the goal umpire to complete the flag waving. Queenscliff to bring the ball back into play. Pretty reasonable kick. It's going to get to 50. Oh, high over the pack there for Queenscliff was Main. Can't take the mark. They do come clear. Kick over centre wing. Ball doesn't bounce too kindly for players. Attacking the footy well was Jarvis for Queenscliff. Gets it to half forward. Running onto the footy also for Queenscliff. Solomon. Can he elude the tackle? He can't. Now it's Stacks on the mill. And the umpire will move in on... very adjacent to the boundary line between half forward flank and forward pocket. The umpire awaiting the ball to be returned. So it's deep in the attacking area for Queenscliff in the first minute and a half. This ball tapped toward the boundary once again by the Lions, and it's out of bounds. So gaining a bit of ground, Belmont Lions. Now back to half-back flank for them. Ball comes in once again. Rosiello at the back, gets the tap clear to Lake Rosiello, goes across the ground. Dangerous, but good body work there by Flanagan. Runs onto the footy for Belmont Lions. Kicks long into the forward half. Over the head of the competing players. Coming back onto the footy there is Longmore for Queenscliff. Gets it only as far as centre wing. Fumble there. Picked up for the Lions. Umpire's whistle on play. Held without the footy. Queenscliff free kick. And on the half-back flank, outer side, Queenscliff through Lim. Long kick over the head there of Orvis at half forward. Rosiello coming back on the footy, moves well on the left foot, back towards centre wing. Eludes all players, the bounce of the footy. Coming back onto it for Queenscliff is Main. Tackled, gets a handball clear, finds a teammate running onto the footy in Sadler. But he gets a bit of support out there. Great smother for the Lions, and game opening at a tremendous bat in the first 3 minutes of the grand final. So far, a point to the Belmont Lions, and the ball's out of bounds, out of wing.
So throw in Orvis for Queenscliff up against Rosiello. Favours Rosiello, gets it down towards Piggott, who tries to tap it on towards Sanford, does so, draws a player, then he gets nearly gets tackled, but got his kick away over the head of Lim, and Bound getting back there. Lim taps it backwards, but only to the advantage of Piggott. His kick partly smothered, good play by Main getting back there. Now Bound close to boundary line, gets his hands free, tried to handball to Piggott. He keeps his feet, but he can't pick the ball up first attempt. There he can, right foot kick towards Bab. He's a left footer, tries to pick it up. It's out of bounds, in fact. So it will be a boundary throw in right forward pocket for the Belmont Lions, attacking the northern end in this first term. Orvis makes his way down there. Bound will do the ruck work for the Belmont Lions. They both get a hand to it, goes to the front of the pack. And once again, Piggott tried to keep it in, couldn't do so effectively. We'll have another boundary throw in. So, Bound for the Belmont Lions. Orvis for Queenscliff, thrown in, favours Bound, big thump. Gains 10 metres, but pushed it out of bounds once again. And for the third time, in the matter of area of 10 metres, we'll have another boundary throw in. Still in the right forward pocket for the Lions. Boundary throw in. Orvis gets it down on this occasion. Goes to the back of the pack, and Queenscliff, they can run free, go towards centre wing. That kick has come from Bell, goes towards centre wing, and breaking free is Jarvis. Left foot kick long towards half foot. I think it might be out of bounds on the full if the boundary umpire can catch up. He was at half back at the other end.
Don't know who gave the decision for it.
I think the goal umpire might have been closer, but the free kick will come back and we'll go to Griffiths for the Belmont Lions. He's at half back, just outside defensive 50. He goes to the right boot, holds up in the breeze, goes towards, Chase Rosiello in the middle of the pack, takes a great mark on centre wing. Plays on quickly, goes with the right foot high towards the middle of the ground, looking for Ayres, who takes a very good mark under pressure. And takes it in the middle, wants to try and get on quickly. Does so now. Left foot kick towards centre half forward. Belmont a long lead. Lim fills the hole. Bounds there as well in the front. Coming through the middle. Couldn't take it, but Lim breaks free. Goes from half back towards half forward. Good kick on a long lead there is Callaghan, but doesn't sit for him. Coming across there is Painter for the Belmont Lions in defence. And he has seen it over the boundary line for a throw in.
So 5.5 minutes into the first quarter of the grand final, under 16 Division 2. Boundary umpire recovered the footy between wing and half forward outer side with Orvis and Rosiello. Rosiello in front gets a tap forward for the Belmont Lions. Only as far there as Queenscliff in defence. Strong mark. Goes toward the middle of the ground. Backing back with the flight of the footy. And it's a good mark to Rogerson of Queenscliff. Goes back. Decided to kick the ball long, and he does. It's into the full mark, almost taken there by Orvis, but doesn't capitalise. And there's a terrific goal. Who was that?
Joel Farr.
So magnificent goal to the Queenscliff side. That's the first of the game, and they go to 1-6. They lead Belmont Lions 1 behind, and great goal to Farr for Queenscliff. So. Gee, it's opening up at a pretty rapid rate, isn't it, for under 16 footy?
They're going to be pretty tired in the final term if they keep going at this pace. It's been going from half back line to half back line for a lot of the first 7 minutes, but Queenscliff get the first goal on the board. They lead by 5 points. Back to the middle, Rosiello up against Orvis. The umpire throws the ball in the air. Free kick, and it is going to Queenscliff. So one of the Belmont Lions players off the half-back flank running in before the umpire throwing the ball up. And the free kick will come back to the middle. Main will take it. Orvis has run away, the ruckman, who should have taken the free kick. But it will be Main, who goes to the right foot towards centre half forward on a long lead over the head of Davis in the end. And goes to the back. There is Orvis, the ruckman, who's run down there. Left foot kick
He's got a goal.
Dribbled it through for a goal. So Andrew Orvis has kicked his first and a second for Queenscliff.
Any wonder he ran away to the goals.
He ran from the centre main, kicked the ball long, and Orvis finished it off. The ruckman has kicked his first, the second for Queenscliff. Their 2 straight goals, 12. They lead the Belmont Lions 1 behind.
Finished it off in a fashion.
He did, yes. So a couple of dribbled goals for Queenscliff, and they've broken away.
A great start for Queenscliff at the 8-minute mark of the first quarter with umpire Burbers to put the ball in the air. Orvis, kicker of the goal, does the ruck work. Gets the tap ahead of Rosiello, goes forward for Queenscliff. Nice left hand ball from Farr. Hasn't hit the mark, however, as coming across as Sanford. Tries to elude the tackle, gets a handball his teammate in Lake Rosiello, but it's taken off him by Jarvis for Queenscliff. Handball. And the check side kick there from Jarvis for Queenscliff into the forward half. Terrific handball, but overrunning the footy there was Callaghan. Comes back. It's pretty ferocious up there in the forward pocket. Umpire allowing play to continue. They not able to get it, but the umpire really gives them a chance to get the footy out. They do, and finally to the Lions for Merriman. Kicks it out of defence, but only as far as Temple. Back into the full forward area for Queenscliff, but again, the Belmont Lions defence stands firm. Ran into a tackle there, was Flanagan. Ball comes clear. Queenscliff with a long handball. Comes to, that's Solomon. He can't pick the footy up. Handball left hand from Farr. Picked up there by the number 25 in Lachlan Balance, and off the left foot has kicked another goal. So a brilliant start for the Queenscliff side in the grand final. At the 9.5 minute mark of the first quarter, they've kicked 3 goals straight, 18. They lead Belmont Lions 1 behind. And, gee, that is a good start, Jason.
3 goals in 3 minutes for Queenscliff. So they've...
positive up forward, aren't they?
They didn't have the ball in their forward line for the first 5, so they've done very well from opportunities in the last 4 or so minutes to get 3 goals, and they lead by 17 points. So a good start. Goals to Joel Farr, Andrew Orvis and Lachlan Valance. So far, back to the middle. Rosiello and Orvis. Rosiello gets it down to Piggott. Right foot kick towards half forward. Bound. Tries to use his body against Lim. Now comes through the middle. Sandford breaks a couple of tackles. Handball. Back to Chase Rosiello. Off a step. Right foot kick out wide. Saw Bound by himself. Has to sit for him though. Runs away from him. Goes towards the boundary line. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Close to the boundary. Gets his hands free. The umpire said it was out. And it will be a boundary throw in. About 45 metres around from the Belmont Lions goal. And it'll be Rosiello who's moved down there up against Orvis. Boundary throw in. Short one. Rosiello takes it out of the ruck. Handball back towards the boundary line. Tries to do his own roving work. Can't keep it in. And it will be another boundary throw in. So the boundary umpire throws it in. Rosiello. Short throw in again. Gets it down to the side of the pack. Piggott to run onto it. Outside 50 now. Handball back inside. Chose Rosiello to run onto it. Does well. Now 40 metres. Kick off the boot. Bab tries to pick it up. Tries to tap it back towards Bound now. Right foot kick. Across the face of goal and through for 1 behind. So they go to 2 behinds. The Belmont Lions. They trail Queenscliff. 3 straight goals, 18. And we've been playing 11 minutes in the first term.
So the ball about to come back in. It's Warland in the fullback position doing the kicking in for Queenscliff. Decides to come to the western side. Nice looking kick. Oh, great mark. One grab to Lim. Been conspicuous early on half-back flank now. Has taken the mark. Goes to the centre. It's over the head of his teammate. Mark taken by Wilson and has found Bound at centre half forward for the Lions. Runs on quickly. Kicks to the goal square. It's a fairly ordinary looking kick and off hands. In fact, if it touched the hands at all, it's drifted over the boundary line. So opportunity gone begging there for the Lions, but the ball is in their attacking zone. Forward pocket, kicking to the northern end of the first quarter. Rosiello stands off, lets Bab do the ruck work. Taken there by Bound. He's pinged for holding the ball. Not a great opportunity to get rid of it, but the free kick has gone to Warland in the last line of defence for Queenscliff. Warland now kicks long again, gets it pretty high, but it's outside 50. Oh, Rosiello, mark not taken, comes off hands. Queenscliff go forward again, attacking the footy. Good work there by Rogerson. Handball across to his teammate Bullock, who's running. He's looking for Solomon on half-forward flank, but the kick is too wide, lands inside the field of play and drifts over the boundary line. So good movement of football for Queenscliff as they go forward at the 12.5-minute mark of the first quarter. The ball is out of bounds, half-forward flank. Queenscliff kicking to the southern end. Nice tap down from Orvis, but intercepted by Rosiello. Great smother on the football from the Queenscliff forwards, and Solomon in there battling for the footy for them, but can't get it out. The umpire has decreed that it wasn't going anywhere. So just inside the 50-metre arc at half forward for Queenscliff, the ball is in the air. Rosiello allowed to go by Orvis on his own, taps it down. Oh, high tackle there, picked up by the umpire. It's going to Queenscliff in Temple. Well, he allowed the advantage. I don't know what advantage perhaps there, but the ball off the fingertips in the forward pocket beside the behind post is out of bounds for Queenscliff. So boundary umpire puts it in, lands at the head of the 10-metre square. Well, there's a whistle on play. A defensive free kick to Rosiello, it looks like. Tackle without the footy. And no, it's not his. It's Cameron Ayres who has been given the free kick. So Ayres in defence for Belmont Lions at the 14-minute mark. Kicks long and, well, not well directed because picking up the crumbs, a nice little handball inboard was balanced. Here go Queenscliff again, and that would be a sensational goal if it was to Farr, but it's if it wasn't touched, it didn't get the accuracy anyway. 3-1-19 to Queenscliff. They lead Belmont Lions 2 behind. 14 minutes in the first quarter of the Under-16 Division 2 Grand Final.
Griffiths from fullback for the Belmont Lions. Gets a long lead from Bound. He goes in that direction. Davis. Oh, Bound, fourth in line. Great mark. and has taken an inside defensive 50. Waiting for some of his players to filter down towards centre wing. They do so now. Chips the ball over the top. It's okay. Finds Wilson. A true half-back flank. Now Gary Wilson, the co-captain of the Belmont Lions. Chips the ball over the top to Bound. It's over his head though, and Farr has taken the mark. Kicks with the outside of the right boot again. Goes towards the pocket. Now coming across there is a Painter for the Belmont Lions, and he sees it over the boundary line for a throw in. So we're about 35 metres around from the Queenscliff goal. They lead 3-1-19, the Belmont Lions 2 behinds. Boundary throw in. Painter will do the ruck work. In the end, Rosiello does get there, goes to the front of the pack. Kick was smothered from Wilson, and the boundary umpire will have a bit more work to do. And it'll be another boundary throw in. So Rosiello and Orbis. Rosiello off short boundary throw in. Painter got it down. Quick kick back towards Farr, who's got it. Goes with a left boot. Back towards Rogerson, who runs at it. Oh, Davis did very well. Stood up and took the mark with Rogerson coming at him, and he's getting up gingerly as well. Davis. And he doesn't look in the best of shape. The nose, he's holding the nose. And in fact, it might be the blood rule. So it will be a free kick to Sanford. I think we'll take the kick. Davis will have to come off with the blood rule. Great courage shown there. In fact, Griffiths was the closest man, so he will take the free.
Surely not allowed to continue.
No. Being ordered off with the blood rule, so Joel Davis will come off.
There was great courage, both boys running in opposite directions, and the collision occurred. That's footy, isn't it? Get a few of those.
Sometimes.
So we await the removal of Davis.
So Griffiths will take the kick. Goes towards Rosiello. He's surrounded though by Queenscliff players, and taking the mark is Jesse Main. So he chips the ball over the top, and well, terrible kick in the end. He set it up in the breeze and looking for his teammate Darren Kronberg, but Griffiths coming across again has taken the mark. Goes to the right foot wide, looking for Morrow. He goes up, but taking the mark is Bullock. And it will be out just outside 50. We'll take the kick after a good mark. Chris Bullock. So now Bullock from half forward, centres the ball. Oh, goes up, takes a great mark, is Chase Rosiello and plays on quickly. Goes to the right boot, wide looking for Morrow, takes the mark at half back. Oh, is that play on? No, it has to come back now because he did drop the ball. So Morrow at half back now for the Belmont Lions. Bound on centre wing, goes in that direction, sets it up for him. And was a push in the back, was there? Yes, there was. And it will be to Ben Temple at at centre wing. Lucky umpire Ververs wasn't looking when late Rosiello threw the ball back because he threw it over the head of Temple on centre wing. Might have been 50, but he's got it right in front of our commentary box. He goes now with the right boot towards half forward. Good kick for distance over the back and taking the mark easily in the end is Bullock. At 50, centres the ball again. The lead on from Valance. Chopping it off though, getting back there is Babb. A long way down from the forward line, and he's taken the mark.
So putting the big fellas on the ball, Belmont Lions trying to get some of the footy, but Babb's kick has gone astray also because Queenscliff had done well across the middle of the ground, and his opponent there in the full back gets the ball into full forward, comes to ground. Solomon, can he pick it up? He's ridden into the ground, play on to the umpire. Good work by Farr. Well, I think he might have helped himself. He threw himself forward there, and I think he might have sucked the umpire in as the siren sounds. We have a free kick which has been paid to Queenscliff. It's Farr. He's 20 metres out directly in front.
Start of the second term of the Under-16 Division 2 Grand Final between the Belmont Lions and Queenscliff. And, well, I've seen everything now. That was the first ball up. I think the umpire lost track of the ball. So He'll do it all again. Queenscliff 4-1-25. They lead the Belmont Lions 2 behinds. Start of the second term. And Rosiello gets it down towards half forward. Getting across there, Roberts, who can now pick it up at handball towards Main, who handballs it away. Needs Orvis to get there. He does, and handballs it away to Lim. Through the middle, does well. Takes a bounce and backs himself and goes long towards half forward. Turns the defence around. And now it might sit for Rogerson, who runs away. Right foot kick goes long to a vacant square, and it is through for 1 behind. It's been a great start to the second term for Queenscliff, but it's 1 behind to Mark Rogerson. They go to 4-2-26. They lead the Belmont Lions 2 behinds.
So Griffiths for Belmont Lions recovers the football to do the kicking in. Good crowd here this morning. As Griffiths now kicks in for the Belmont Lions. Good kick, land at 50. Oh, Rosiello up high, can't take the mark however. Ball comes clear for the Lions. Oh, a one-handed mark to Piggott and plays on quickly. Has a bounce, has a second bounce. Runs toward 50 with a third bounce. Oh, he's met very well. Gets a handball clear and, well, a handball there in attack to... the free kick has gone to Harvey. Handball to his teammate there in bound, but put him in all sorts of trouble. In the meantime, got pushed in the back. Kicks now long into the full forward position. From behind, bound. Can't take the mark, but he's infringed over the shoulder. Tiggy Touchwood perhaps, but bound in the full forward position, more toward the pocket for the Belmont Lions, has received the free kick. 15 metres out, 45-degree angle. Leighton bound, moves in, right footer, puts it high in the air. Gee whiz, I tell you what, that's a bad miss right across the face of goal. Bound has kicked his second behind. So the Belmont Lions go to 3 behind. They trail Queenscliff 4-2-26. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter.
So Warland from fullback for Queenscliff to do the kicking in. Comes grandstand side looking for Lim. And just over their head, it's okay. Handball, but chopped off now. Ayres. Oh, handball sets Bab up. Goes back towards half back for Queenscliff. Try and break free. Falls to Ayres again. Left foot kick. Towards bound, in front, takes the mark. Plays on quickly now. Goes to the right foot kick, and that's better. He's put it through for the first goal for the Belmont Lions. And they go to 1-3-9. They trail Queenscliff 4-2-26. And we've been playing 3 minutes in the second term of the Under-16 Division 2 Grand Final.
Bit more positive for the Lions. Bound made amends for the miss a few moments ago.
Yep, played on quickly, turned around and kicked the goal with his right foot.
He's pretty well put together young man as well. Gee, there's some quite good looking 16-year-olds out here. They're potential players of the future for local football. There's the umpire now in the middle once again. Orvis and Rosiello, as they've done so far all day, contest. Rosiello got the better of it, comes to ground, picked up there and handballed to Rosiello for the Lions to half forward, attacking the footy there at centre half back for Queenscliff. Get the ball into the middle. The kicker there was Bell. It's a half forward, Solomon. No, a lovely handball to teammate there in Kronberg. Kronberg to the full forward position. Chest mark dropped by Balance, but he's well, you can say good enough to recover. He has a fair bit of difficulty, does push the ball out, gets it clear. That's what they've got to do. On the outskirts there, picking it up for Queenscliff was Solomon once again. Kicks to the full forward position over the head of players, and they're going to force a behind for Queenscliff on that occasion. 4-3-27 Queenscliff. They lead the Belmont Lions 1-3-9, and we've been playing 4.5 minutes into the second quarter.
So Griffiths from fullback once again for the Lions. Most of the players on the outer side, half-back flank, he goes in that direction. Big pack develops across the back. Wilson, handball to Rosiello, tapped it on towards Sanford, doesn't sit for him. Piggott over the top of it as well at centre wing. Now Sanford, and he gets it out once again to Piggott, taps it on and keeps it going. Left foot kick, so they've had one kick from half-back, and they've got it down to half-forward. Push the ball along to the 50-metre line. In attack.
It's pretty difficult for the young boundary umpires when teams are progressing the ball that quickly down the ground.
Yeah, they moved it pretty quickly.
Gee.
And it's taking the boundary umpire 30 seconds to get down there. So now he can throw it in at 50. Bound to do the ruck work. Rosiello there as well. He takes it out of the ruck and gets a shepherd. Goes with the right foot. The kick, though, smothered by Lim. Rosiello tries to tap it on again now. Late Rosiello ducks a tackle, gets a right foot kick high towards full forward. Coming out, or Wilson. Oh, great defensive play, though, by Queenscliff, and they run away. Lim can get it out wide towards, I think that might be Solomon running at it, and it sits for him okay. He runs away. In fact, it is Kronberg who goes with a right foot kick towards half forward. Now far, getting back behind Davis. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. Outside of the right boot.
What?
No!
What?
Joel Farr has kicked his third. And two of them have been like that, one along the ground, and this time with the outside of the right foot, he has put it through for a goal. The fifth for Queenscliff. They go to 5-3-33. They lead the Belmont Lions 1-3-9. We've been playing 6 minutes in the second term.
How can you be critical of a lad with no skill on the non-preferred side of the body if he kicks a goal like that?
So 3 goals to Joel Farr. A great start from him.
It's a great team lifter for Queenscliff, and they don't come much better than that. So the ball back now in the middle. Queenscliff in control at the moment. Early in the second quarter. So umpire back in the middle with Orvis and Rosiello. Favoured Orvis on that occasion. Gets the ball clear. A second handball comes to Temple. Goes towards half forward. Beat Rogerson's outstretched hands going back onto the footy as Painter for Belmont Lions. But it's rebounded off her back. Comes into full forward balance. Well, there's a free kick being called. The free kick is going to Valence of Queenscliff. Against the defence on that occasion. It was one of those 50-50 2 players going for the footy.
Well, it was actually out of bounds. The goal umpire had called it out of bounds, but nobody took any notice of him. So they've been very lucky, Queenscliff.
Yes, they have. But in the meantime, of course, Valence has been put on what's often called the impossible angle. But the way Queenscliff are going at the moment, nothing's impossible. Valence now moves in, going for the check side. I tell you what.
He's kicked it.
He has. He has. That's incredible. And a bit going on off the ball. And Valence has kicked his second. It is the 6th for Queenscliff. 6-3-39. They lead the Belmont Lions 1-3-9. We're playing 7.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, I think they've kicked 4 out of their 6 goals to the outside of the right foot.
They have. They have. And that's good footy if they go through, isn't it?
Exactly. So back to the middle.
The psychological effect is coming in now, isn't it, in some areas?
Orvis up against Rosiello. Orvis gets it down clearly towards Farr, coming off the half-forward flank, breaks a couple of tackles. Great handball to Solomon, runs from 50, goes long towards Valence again against Davis. Over the back. Davis is there, wants to try and rush it through, and he does. 4-1 behind to Queenscliff. So they go to 6-4-40. They lead the Belmont Lions 1-3-9. We've been playing 8.5 minutes in the second term.
So Griffiths, the Belmont Lions defence under a bit of pressure here. Griffiths to do the kicking in. Kicks long. It's going to land outside 50. Good looking kick. Read well there, but didn't take the mark main, but punched it forward for Queenscliff. Then puts on the tackle, steals the footy. Unfortunately can't get clear himself, but he's got support there from his teammate in... that was Temple. He's kicked it further forward. Queenscliff, they're controlling the footy at the moment. That's a beautifully positioned kick. Looking for and finding Farr. Is it 50? No, it's not. The tackle could have been construed as late, but umpire Verve has allowed it to stand. But the opportunity from 45 metres for Farr to add to the 3 that he's already kicked in the first quarter and 9 minutes. Moves in. Wynn's got that one. It's drifting across offline. So 3 goals, 2 is his personal tally so far today. Joel Farr. 6-5-41. Queenscliff. They lead Belmont Lions 1-3-9. 9.5 minutes into the second quarter. Under 16 Division 2 Grand Final.
Griffiths from fullback again. Looking to go to the outer side. And does so now. Outside 50, good kick again. Looking for Piggott over the back. And coming through there was Temple, close to the boundary line, off his legs and out of bounds for a throw-in.
They're very good at the drop of the footy, Queenscliff, at the moment, aren't they?
Been picking the ball up nicely in the swirling conditions. Boundary throw-in, Rosiello behind, Orvis in front. Goes towards Lake Rosiello, gets a clearing kick, but only as far as centre wing, touched off the boot. So Roberts kicks it backwards towards half forward.
Gee, the wind got that.
Yeah, it did. It was out of bounds on the full in the end, and Piggott will take the free kick for the Belmont Lions. He goes towards centre wing, Sanford in front over his head. Number of players just sit there. Main taps it back to the advantage of his teammates, but then it doesn't sit for them. And Wilson gets a clearing kick, bound from behind, takes a good mark, two grabber, plays on quickly, goes with the right boot. The long lead from Bab goes in that direction. Bab comes out, keeps his eye on it, takes the mark. And we'll line up from 50. Left footer Jeremy Babb, co-captain of the team, of the Lions. And they net a goal from him. They trail at the moment by 32 points. He comes in. Oh, terrible kick off the boot. In front, Main for Queenscliff. Piggott kicks it back towards the pocket, and it's off hands, out of bounds for a throw-in the left forward pocket for the Lions. So we're playing 11 minutes in the second term. Queenscliff 6-5-41. They lead the Belmont Lions 1-3-9. Rosiello takes it out of the ruck, gives it to his brother Lake. Rosiello, who goes high towards the pocket. Bab in front, can't take the mark, play on the call, and pushed over the boundary line is Bell for Queenscliff, and we'll have a boundary throw in once again in the left forward pocket.
Almost had 4 seasons so far in a quarter and a half. It's very blustery at the moment. The ball deep in the forward line for the Lions. Tap away there by Main for Queenscliff, running onto the footy, has eyes on it as Longmore, can't get clear however. Ball tapped back into the field of play, handed there to, was it Rosiello? It was, but the ball comes finally out to Bell of Queenscliff. He's forced to the boundary, and with the ball also in hand, he's forced over the boundary line. So it's out of bounds, 35-40 metres from the behind post in the attacking area for the Belmont Lions. Desperately need a goal. They trail 6-5 to 1-3. 12 minutes into the second quarter. Ruckwork, Orvis and Rosiello. Tap down for the Lions. Handball comes forward, but attacking the footy for Queenscliff. Comes back to very late whistle there. Lake Rosiello picks the footy up, goes to the full forward position for the Lions. Little handball through for Friday. He can't get clear either, and now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will call for the ball. 40 metres out, directly in front of the Belmont Lions goal at centre half forward. In the air, Orvis and Rosiello goes to Bab. Bab turns in the goal square, puts it on the left boot, and has kicked his first goal. So good effort individually there for Jeremy Bab. It's the second for the Lions, 2-3-15, but they trail Queenscliff 6-5-41. 13 minutes into the second quarter of the Under-16 Division 2 Grand Final.
To work pretty hard for that, the Belmont Lions. And Jeremy Babb finished it off, his first, and the second for the Lions. So back to 27 points the difference. In fact, it's 26 points the difference. 6-5 to 2-3. Back to the middle. And it'll be Rosiello having a run against Roberts. Oh, terrible bounce by the umpire. It falls for Kronberg, who got a high tackle, and will take the free kick in the middle for Queenscliff. Goes to the right foot, keeps it low, goes towards inside 50, Far's there again, got it on a string, can't take it with him though. Solomon fighting hard for it, gets a clearing kick towards the goal line. Which way's it going to bounce? Through for a goal to Tim Solomon, his first, the quick reply for Queenscliff. Their seventh, they go to 7-5-47. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-3-15, and we've been playing 14 minutes in the second term.
Well, that's the hallmark of a good side, when you get answer as quickly as that. And good work by the Queenscliff forwards. As the ball is transferred back now to the central umpire once again. So back in the middle. We've got Roberts now giving Orvis some relief in the middle, but Rosiello is still rucking for the Lions. Rosiello favoured by the ball in the air. Comes to half forward bound, attacks the footy. Nice little left-handed handball give, but well, player pinged for throwing the footy there as the free kick goes in defence to Orvis for Queenscliff. Goes wide, push in the back. I was going to say went unnoticed, but Kronberg, the man in front, he's picked up a couple of free kicks in the last minute or two simply because he's the man in front and looking for the football. On centre wing, outer side for Queenscliff, Kronberg. Terrible kick, but it fell into the arms there of Roberts. Can't complete the mark for Belmont Lions. A series of handballs gets it to Lake Rossiello. He gets it wide to half forward flank. Ball not bouncing kindly for players of either side at the moment, but Belmont Lions, through persistence, have forced the ball to the forward pocket and over the line. So at 15 and a half minutes into the second quarter, well, in fact, the free kick
Out of bounds on the full. I think it came off his foot.
So Lim for Queenscliff takes the free kick, looks for, and well, Kronberg had it in hands, but good contest put on out there for the Lions, and the ball is forced over the boundary line. But Queenscliff cleared the danger area to some degree as it's out of bounds between wing and half forward flank for the Lions. Coming in, Roberts, Rossiello over the top. Tap down comes to Queenscliff. Taking the footy there. Is it going to be a mark? It was probably 10 up and 10 down, but I don't know how far in length. So it is the Lions back into attack once again. Big pack of players up there. Ball comes to ground. Rossiello can't pick it up. Was picked up by Warland. He can't get clear, but gets a toe poke forward. Ball at centre half back for Queenscliff, and here they go again. They've got the ball clear, going towards half forward. Unkind bounce again for all the players, but players keeping an eye on the footy and attacking it. Queenscliff, just by weight of numbers, they flick the ball out. They can't get further forward, and good work there by Dixon. Tries to get it clear, but now it's Lake Rossiello for the Belmont Lions. Back to the middle, and a mark taken by Sanford on centre wing outer side. Comes inboard, looking for Bab at in the centre of the ground. No, Rossiello, in fact, and a good mark. Came back with the footy, played on quickly, kicks it high in the air, going towards centre forward. Bab comes, attacks it, comes off hands to Bound. Players can't control it, diving on the ball in there, and the umpire says, well, you're not going anywhere. So Henriksen in there, throwing a bit of weight around for the Lions, but the umpire has the footy in hand. That's centre half forward for the Belmont Lions. Ball goes in the air once again. Rossiello, beautiful tap down for the Lions, but not to their advantage. Picked up in there. Well, it's pretty scrambly at the moment, but finally ball comes out. Lions through Flanagan, can't get clear. Ball Orvis for Queenscliff, he can't pick it up either. Now finally Queenscliff come clear. Get the ball to centre wing. Ball, attacking the football. Solomon puts it to advantage. Picked up there by Farr, gets a handball back to Main, and Main, a nice controlled kick. It's a little bit too long for his teammate in Rogerson. Beautiful handball over the top from Valence to Orvis. As the siren sounds, the ball was in the goal square. I'm sure that score won't count, as the ball did go through. But at half-time in the under-16 Division 2 Grand Final, Queenscliff 7-5-47. Lead the Belmont Lions 2-3-15.
The goal kickers for Queenscliff at half-time, 3 to Joel Farr, 2 to Lachlan Valence, and singles to Tim Solomon and Andrew Orvis. The goals for the Belmont Lions, Leighton Bound and Jeremy Babb. At 7-5-47, Queenscliff, they lead the Belmont Lions 2-3-15. We'll take a break, back with the second half action of the under-16 Division 2 Grand Final shortly. Belmont Lions, it's Queenscliff 7-5-47. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-3-15. In the middle, Piggott gets the first effective kick of the third term. Goes towards Roberts for Queenscliff. Can't take the mark. Handball falls towards Davis. He can't take it with him. And once again, the Barracudas, they clear towards the outer side. Centre wing, Kronberg to run onto it. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Gets around. Handball was okay too. Following it up there was Temple. He gets it away. Short little kick over the top to Valence, who's having a run in the ruck. He takes the mark at half forward. Goes with the right foot, the lead on from Rogerson. He goes up, can't take the mark, off hands. But Sanford now drops the footy, pushing the back, said the umpire.
Farr was going goal.
He was too. So Bo Sanford in the last line of defence for the Lions to clear the play. Long lead on from Bound. Goes in that direction, probably won't meet its target. Davis over the back. Just gets his kick away as he gets tackled. Kronberg leads in the race with the football out on centre wing and breaks away. Does well. Goes with the right foot kick wide. Looking for his teammate there in Johnson, but it's too wide. And out of bounds on the full. The Lions will take a free kick. It will go to Dixon at defensive 50. So, and
there's a whistle behind the play.
yeah, it's a kick down the field to Leighton Bound on centre wing. The free kick against Queenscliff there for, it must have been a hold or something. So they're down on centre wing now to Lions. So Bound with the right boot goes towards half forward. Bab, in front, Rosiello takes a great mark. Stood his ground and took it. So Chase Rosiello, who won the medal in the under-16 Division 2 for the league best and fairest this year, has the ball at half forward, drives it long towards Piggott over the back, who puts his hands up and takes the mark. Judged it just a little bit better. And his opposite number there, so Daniel Piggott, who is a left footer, is on the right side for a left footer. Could be a quick start for the Lions in the third term. He's only 25 metres out, but he'll be kicking probably nearly into the breeze as he comes in. And I think he's put it through. He has, so Daniel Piggott has kicked his first and the third for the Belmont Lions. They go to 3-3-21. They trail Queenscliff 7-5-47. We've been playing nearly 3 minutes in the third term.
That's a pretty handy goal because that breeze really has blown up in the last 10 minutes and it was kicked directly into the teeth of the breeze, and a great goal for the Lions as the ball comes back to the middle. As Jace has mentioned, 3 minutes gone, third quarter, all-important quarter. Umpires ordering water boys off the ground. That's interesting. Ball in the middle, and Rosiello again gets a tap down for the Lions. Well, ball is bottled up adjacent to the centre circle, so we'll have a secondary ball up. Just slightly forward of centre for the Lions. Ball up again. Oh, Rosiello, huge tap forward, but attacking the footy in defence as Queenscliff. They clear it to centre wing. Players doing well, running hard at the footy. Player held without the footy there. Free kicks at the umpire against, and the advantage paid to Queenscliff as the ball quickly goes into the full forward area. And the ruckman Orvis, having a rest in this third quarter, takes the mark. Man on the mark, 35 metres from goal, near enough to directly in front. Kicking to the southern end in this third quarter. So as they've done most of the day, Queenscliff, the opportunity of answering the goal kicked by the Lions. Gee, that's a lovely looking kick from Orvis, and gets the distance. That's his second, and the answering goal quickly for Queenscliff. 8-5-53. They lead Belmont Lions 3-3-21 at the 4.5 minute mark of the third quarter in the under-16 Division 2 Grand Final.
Not bad when you can have a ruckman who can kick goals like that.
That's right, and they've got 2 or 3 that can relieve him at the ruck. That's the good part.
So the answering goal for Queenscliff. And they throw the margin back out to 32 points. Back to the middle. Valence having a run in the ruck, as we said. Orvis at full forward. He's up against Rosiello. Rosiello gets it down, do his own roving work. He does. Handball, they know he was with him. Kronberg came off the wing. Now it's Lake. Rosiello gets a kick towards centre half forward. Harvey underneath, can't take the mark. Trying to get away there was Vakitas for Queenscliff. Now free kick's been found. It's going to go to the Belmont Lions. It's Bound with the ball in between wing and half forward. Just to move it on quickly. Kicks straight into the man on the mark. So he needs that second effort there now. Goes towards the boundary line. Vakitas works him past the footy. And they break free. Queenscliff, they go wide, but too wide in fact, and it's out of bounds on the full, and it will be a free kick. I think Griffiths, who's playing up the ground in this third term, will take the free kick on centre wing.
So made a few changes, both sides, which is understandable.
So Griffiths with the ball. On centre wing, goes with the right foot towards half forward. I reckon he might have kicked that out of bounds on the full too. He has. So Queenscliff will take the free kick, and it will be Roberts on half back with the free kick for Queenscliff. Chips the ball short to Warland, takes the boundary throw in. What? Explain that, Eric.
I'd
please.
suggest he's been outside the line, hasn't kicked over the man the mark.
Okay,
so it's played on.
So it's a boundary throw-in. So he's gone out.
Line.
Okay, so the boundary throw-in's gone to bound. Handball as far as Roberts. He's tackled. Tried to be tapped on there by Wilson to Piggott. And gets around a couple. Left foot off a step. Goes towards Babb in front. Can't take the mark. Queenscliff with the numbers there. Getting across there was Longmore. And he sees it over the boundary line for a throw-in the right forward pocket. Lines into attack at the northern end of the ground. They trail 3-3-21. Queenscliff 8-5-53. Played 7 minutes in the third term.
So boundary umpire deep in the attacking area for the Belmont Lions. Puts the ball back into play. Rossiello given some assistance from bound, but it's Queenscliff who take it out of the danger area. Piggott again attacks it. But good follow-up work by Valance for Queenscliff. But the ball comes back inboard for the Belmont Lions. And once again, it's Chase Rossiello takes the mark inside 50 and the opportunity to have a shot on goal. So mounting a form of a challenge, Belmont Lions, in the third quarter, but so far Queenscliff been able to answer. So Rossiello will kick from 45, will take a very good kick into the breeze. Well, tries to run round the man the mark and does. Now kicks the footy. It's a magnificent looking kick off the boot, and I guess that's why he's won the medal. Chase Rossiello. It's his first goal for the day. It is the fourth for the Lions. They go to 4-3-27, but they trail the Queenscliff side 8-5-53. We've been playing 8 minutes into the third quarter.
Never one to worry about things like that, Chase, doing things conventionally.
He made hard work of it, but he did well once he got clear.
So a goal to Chase Rossiello. And the fourth for the Belmont Lions. Back to the middle. Valance up against Rossiello. Goes towards Solomon now. And Temple in there fighting hard for it. Solomon trying to get rid of the footy. Throw, said the umpire. Play on the call. Piggott takes the advantage. Goes with the left foot towards full forward coming out. It misses everybody at the back. Getting across there is Longmore for Queenscliff. Under pressure from Painter. Wallen's across there for the Cooters as well. And he sees it over the boundary line for a throw in. So deep into the Belmont Lions attack once again. At 35 metres around from their goal. It'll be Babb to do the ruck work for the Belmont Lions up against Roberts. Over the back, Piggott there as well. Coming at it is Temple. Gets a clearing kick past Valance. Chase Rossiello there again. Wrapped up. Loses the football. Lake Rossiello's there as well. He's wrapped up. He loses the football. The umpire says held to him. Good tackle by Bullock. And at 50 for the Lions, we'll have a ball up. Valance up against Rossiello again. Big punch by Rossiello, only as far as Temple. Got a short little kick away. Now Main gets it long towards the middle. Wilson runs back with a flight of the ball. Got a hand to it. Couldn't take the mark. He follows up and gets there first. Had it, lost it. Needs to pick it up again. He's on centre wing. He's going to be harassed by Orvis. And he is. He's tackled. He loses the football. The umpire says it was a hold. And it will be a free kick to Wilson on centre wing on the outer side. He goes towards Davis, who has to sit and wait for it though, and Main takes the mark and plays on, goes with the left foot towards half forward. And getting across there in front is Johnson. Throw, said the umpire, and it will be a free kick to the Lions at half back. And it will come back, I think that might be, is that Friday down there? Goes wide looking for Davis. Off his hands and out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side. 10 minutes played in the third term. Queenscliff 8-5-53. They lead the Belmont Lions 4-3-27.
Ball back into play. Valance doing the ruck work against Rossiello. Rossiello gets ahead of his opponent and a big punch forward, but only gains a matter of 5 or 6 metres and the ball over the boundary line once again. So ball being recovered. As has been mentioned, no time on added in the junior games, so the clock continues to tick. The boundary umpire, true centre wing outer side. Rossiello again gets a tap down. Orvis follows up, but his ensuing kick is out of bounds on the full. All of a sudden, the Belmont Lions got a bit of a spring in their step as the ball is handed to Griffiths to kick the footy in. Kicks long over the centre, but just sitting back there is too sure there's balance again. Ball to centre half forward. Contest there. Comes to ground. Picked up by Dixon for the Lions. To the middle. Kick off the ground for Queenscliff. Gets it forward. Far. A little bit late. Valence back there contesting with Rossiello. Taps the ball forward but bound in support to Lake Rossiello. Here's inside 50 for the Lions. Picked up by Pickett. Can't get clear with a kick. He's got a teammate there in Henriksen. Kicks the ball further forward toward the boundary. Bound, lumbers after it, but with good body work, gets hold of the footy. Handball clear to a teammate there, and the ball is over. As looks like Bab takes a little while to get up off the deck there, but he's on his feet. The ball's thrown in there. Balance, lovely tap down, but doesn't bounce kindly for any of the players. They run back onto it. Queenscliff held without the footy, and umpire agrees. Free kick to Queenscliff. So on half-back flank at the 12.5 minute mark of the third quarter. Well, ball smothered off the boot. Attacking the footy is Piggott for the Belmont Lions. On the favoured left foot, kicks it high into the full forward position. Bab can't quite take the mark. Recovers, hooks it over the shoulder, but he's hooked it too far, right across the face of the goal. Lands in the field of play and rolls over the boundary line, adjacent to the behind post. As we tick towards 13 minutes in the third quarter. Queenscliff 53, lead the Lions 27 as the boundary umpire again puts it into play. Ball tapped forward and running onto the footy there is Rick Bell of Queenscliff. Can't control it, and once again out of bounds. We've seen a lot of play on the outer side most of the day with the prevailing wind forcing the ball that way, but Queenscliff have gained 35 metres from the behind post as the ball comes in. Good work there by Bound again, but it's Queenscliff through Solomon. Long kick to the middle. In front, well, it's the man at the back on that occasion. Read the footy a little better in Dixon. Takes the mark for the Lions. Back to centre half forward. Big pack of players there. Ball comes to ground. Queenscliff, can they clear it? They do through Warland. Kick around the body. In front there is Jarvis once again. Handball to Solomon. He's tackled as he kicked the footy. It's gone straight across the ground in front. And mark not paid by the umpire. Solomon shows a bit of courage, goes back in under and tries to get it out, but gets some support there from far. This time kicks it wide to the flank for Queenscliff. Leading in the race for the footy is Orvis. Can he pick it up? He can, but he's tackled as, well, he copped one. I reckon he might have got a corky then. You can see the knee go into the thigh, and he's taking a bit of a while to get up as the ball, well, the free kick has been paid to the Lions on half-back. As, well, a torpedo it ended up. I don't think it was meant to be. Nice tap forward from Bound to Rossiello to the running Flanagan. He kicks long into the forward area. Once again, it is, well, still in play. So, ball now it's out of bounds. About 15, 20 metres from the behind post. So that's Orvis over there, who probably got a corking in the contest for the footy there. But the ball at the 15-minute mark, it is Queenscliff 53, lead Belmont 27.
Boundary throw in to the side of the pack. Ball comes out towards Longmore now. In fact, that was Lim who got it free. Oh, Chase Rossiello took the mark, played on. Right foot kick back towards the goals. Bab there and Warland, they see it over. And it will be a boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Lions. The northern end of the ground. Orvis is up, but struggling with that leg injury. The boundary throw in. Roberts in front, Bound from behind. Goes towards Lim. Now pushed off Piggott. Davis has kicked the left foot behind. So they go to 4-4-28, the Belmont Lions. They trail Queenscliff 8-5-53. And we've been playing 15.5 minutes in the third term.
So Warland to kick in for Queenscliff as Orvis hobbles across the ground. Don't know why they haven't had him on the ball, to be quite candid. However, Warland, long kick from fullback due the wind's taken that. It's gone pretty wide. Good contest put on the footy by Lim out there, but comes back inside 50 for the Lions. Attacking the footy there was Longmore. And away go Queenscliff. Nice little tap forward there by Lim, and Queenscliff through Sadler, get the ball to half forward over the head there of teammate in Johnson, and it's out of bounds for a throw in. Queenscliff progressing the footy from half-back flank to half-forward flank pretty rapidly. As Orvis now, you wonder he'd get a cork leg with that strapping on the leg, but it's from the throw-in. Rossiello gets it forward, but over the boundary line ahead of Sadler once again for Queenscliff. So the boundary umpire repeat performance now on true centre wing outer side at the 16.5-minute mark of the third quarter. Ball comes in. Dropped pretty short with the bruise. Running onto the footy is Jarvis. Can't control it for Queenscliff. And once again, the boundary umpire called upon to put it in the air. So we've got ball out of bounds centre wing. Rossiello, huge tap forward. But Queenscliff in the road there. Torpedo gets it over centre. Picked up by Wilson at halfback for the Lions. Ball contested on the halfback flank for Queenscliff. Comes to ground. Handball comes clear. Gee, the tackling's ferocious at the moment. That's Solomon. Pushed in the back. No, said the umpire. Play on. Picked up there by Griffiths. Griffiths out wide. Here's a one-on-one. Good work there for Queenscliff by Liam. Does well. Has teammate there in Kronberg at half forward. Kicks it long into the full forward position. Reading the footy pretty well. Comes to ground. The defence there of Sanford is strong, and an opportunity to score for Queenscliff is thwarted by Sanford pushing the ball toward the boundary and over 10 metres from the behind post. Almost three-quarter time, very, very close to 18 minutes as the ball about to be put in. Very much in the attacking area for Queenscliff. Tap forward as the siren sounds. It is three-quarter time in the grand final under 16 Division 2. And the three-quarter time score shows Queenscliff 8 goals, 5-53, leading Belmont Lions 4-4-28.
Goal kickers for Queenscliff at three-quarter time. Joel Farr 3, Andrew Orvis and Lachlan Valance 2 each. Tim Solomon has 1 goal, while for the Belmont Lions singles to Daniel Pickett, Jeremy Babb-Leitenbound and Chase Rossiello. 8-5-53 Queenscliff. They lead the Belmont Lions 4-4-28. Back with the final quarter action shortly. 8-5-53 Queenscliff. They lead the Belmont Lions 4-4-28. It's Rossiello and Valance in the middle. Rossiello gets it down. Davis runs off half-back. Can't take it with him. Through the middle for Queenscliff is Main. Goes towards a half-forward. Good mark taken, though. And I think that's Friday. Goes looking for Rossiello. He's surrounded, though. Main goes up and takes a very good mark under pressure. So Jesse Main in the middle. Goes with the right boot towards half-forward. Lead on by Farr. He's in the middle of the pack there. Can't take it. Now Ayres gets it away only as far as Main. Sidestep was pretty good. Now he gets a clearing kick towards centre half forward. Over the head of a couple. Kronberg was there. Now Davis might sit for him. He runs past it. Now Kronberg gets a good shepherd. Needs to pick it up though. Sadler across there as well. Throw, said the umpire. And the Belmont Lions to take the free kick at half back. Joel Davis with the ball. Goes towards centre wing. Getting across there, Roberts makes up a lot of ground in front of bound and takes the mark on centre wing. Now he goes with the right boot back to whence it came. Far in front, goes up, no mark taken. Kick away quickly by Dixon, goes towards bound, picks it up nicely, gives it to Rossiello, running through centre wing, goes with the right foot kick wide. Getting out there in front is Harvey, but he won't be able to keep it in. And it's a boundary throw in, 50 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal. Been playing 1.5 minutes in the final term.
So the boundary umpire makes some ground, picks up the footy, half forward flank. I would have thought Rossiello maybe into the corridor with that rather than wide, but we're up here and they're playing. Ball comes in, Rossiello, tap down for the Lions. Queenscliff pick up, look for the safety of the boundary. Players met with the footy, Lane Rossiello. Lake Rossiello gets the ball to full forward. Warland can't take the mark. Least has the courage to bend down, try and pick it up. Gee, it's pretty hot in there. Picked up there by McCarty. And can Queenscliff get it out of the danger zone? Well, only as far there as, was that Rossiello again? And has a pot shot. And Chase Rossiello kicks the first score of the final quarter behind to the Belmont Lions. 4-5-29. They trail the Queenscliff side 8-5-53 as Warland again has the football. Decides to go short and has found a teammate in Lim. and takes the mark comfortably. Goes further along the grandstand wing for Queenscliff. They get the ball to half-back flank. It's pretty ferocious in there. Umpire will have to put a whistle on play. And on the half-forward flank, we'll call for the football. As players untangle themselves. And a metre or two in from the boundary, the third umpire will put the ball in the air once again. Rosiello up high, takes the ball, doesn't get clear, however, comes back in and under, gets a handball to Bound. He hooks it around towards the goal. Great shot. Bab trying to juggle the footy there, but a contest with Wallen. And we've got Solomon down with cramp as the ball is out of bounds adjacent to the behind post. 3.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. 53 plays 29. Queenscliff in front.
Boundary throw in from behind Main. Gains 10 metres and sees it over the boundary line again. You see Solomon getting up in the picture there. Bit of cramp, I think. So boundary throw in, right forward pocket, lines into attack. Rosiello on the short boundary throw in takes it out. Surrounded though by Queenscliff players. Ball spills free towards Piggott. Now Roberts tries to tap it away. He and Piggott, they fight for it. Rugby scrum. And it will be a ball up at 10 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal. Big pack around the play. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Rosiello goes up, takes it out again, kicks it over his shoulder. But the ball has fallen into the arms of Jesse Main, who takes the mark in the left back pocket and runs away. 3 bounces. Oh, he loses it though. And Bab follows him now and picks it up. He can get a clearing kick, left foot back towards the full forward position, but Roberts comes out and takes the mark. So Adam Roberts for Queenscliff.
Reminds you a bit of Mark Roberts, used to play AFL.
He does. Takes the mark and goes long towards half-back. Good kick for distance. Looks for Main again, off hands at the back of the pack. And out of bounds for a throw-in, half-forward. For the Lions on the outer side, they trail 4-5-29. Queenscliff 8-5-53. We've been playing 5 minutes in the final term. Under 16 Division 2 Grand Final. Main with a ruck contest. Gets it down. Chopped off though, but the Queenscliff side have the numbers at the fore of the ball. Bullock tried to get it out. Now it comes to Temple on centre wing. High kick, Wilson underneath it. And, well, it was a free kick. Is it down the field? It might be. It is. Farr will take it. On the outer side, centre wing. Goes to the right foot, long kick towards half forward. In front, Chase Rosiello. And he has taken the mark. Plays on quickly, goes across half back. Foot race now. Jarvis gets across there to meet it against Morrow and does very nicely. Gets away, handball back over the head of Main. Got some support though in Bullock. He can break free and get the kick away to Jarvis again. Put the hand up, took the mark. Right foot kick towards full forward. Runs behind, goes towards Rogerson. Sanford there as well. Close to the boundary line. Has to get away from Rogerson. Got the handball away. Goes back towards Valance and also fighting hard for Harvey. Now Friday, handball back to Rosiello. He goes with the right foot. High kick towards half back. Lim can't take the mark. Needs some support. Solomon in there. Bullock as well. The Belmont Lions defence working overtime across half back now. They pick it up. Piggott loses the football. Play on the call. Piggott in there again, fighting hard for it. Tries to gain some meterage. And now the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Pretty scrambly at 6 minutes into the final quarter. The ball is between centre and centre half forward for Queenscliff, kicking in the final quarter to the northern end. Well, Rosiello read the ball up better than the other ruckman. Ball hit down towards centre. Ball thrown out by Belmont Lions player there, and the umpire's paid advantage to Queenscliff. Chip the ball forward. It's going to hit Valance on the back if he doesn't turn round, but coming in is Solomon. Picks up the footy. Stumbles, handball clear to a teammate. Little chip toward Valance. Now, well, attacking the footy there, Belmont Lions. The ball's got to centre. Bound. Oh, good intercept there by, that was Bell, and gets the ball to full forward, but strong mark in defence is taken by Merriman. So Merriman at centre half back. Kicks the ball towards half forward, attacking the footy there for Queenscliff. Gets the ball to Farr, turns, drives it goalwards, but going to land adjacent to the square. Doesn't bounce kindly. Oh, tackled round the head. Play on, said the umpire. Handball towards That was Rogerson out there, and he's kicked a magnificent goal. Goodness, Mark Rogerson, and that's probably the icing on the cake for the Queenscliff side. That's their ninth, 9-5-59. They lead the Belmont Lions 4-5-29. That's 8 minutes into the final quarter of the Under-16 Division 2 Grand Final.
They haven't kicked many from in front, have they?
No, they have not.
They've been kicking them from everywhere.
That was arguably off the side of the boot as well.
So they've done well, 9-5-59. They lead by 30 points now, Queenscliff over the Belmont Lions, 4-5-29. Back to the middle. Rosiello and Valance. Rosiello gets it down over the head of Piggott. Goes towards coming off the wing and doing pretty well as Flanagan. Gives it away to Ayres. Left foot kick was smothered across half forward though. Bullock. And finding hard for in there again was Flanagan. Handball towards Bound. Pushed up the ball by Roberts. Does pretty well. Now Ayres. Main. Taps it back towards centre wing. Coming at it Rosiello. Handball towards Friday. Doesn't sit for many players except Jarvis. Handball towards Far. Had it and lost it. Now Dixon, left foot kick towards the boundary line, keeping it in Jarvis. Right foot kick back towards Lake Rosiello, takes the mark on centre wing. Goes with the right foot towards half forward. Coming out Henriksen. And a high tackle against Henriksen on McCarty, and he will take the free kick at half back. Handballs it to Valance, who sets him a task, the big man. Now he can go with the outside of the right boot and kick it into the Leopold Social Club.
I think he got on the inside.
I think he did. It's out of bounds on the full and will be a free kick to Griffiths at centre wing. So he goes with the right foot towards half forward. Over the head of a number of players. Falls to the back. Piggott can run onto it. Can it sit for him? No, it can't. He needs to run back onto it. And Queenscliff working overtime in defence. Trying to break free. Now off a step, Henriksen. Up in the air. Punched away close to the boundary line. Longmore came out. Now Bound. Kick over his shoulder. Has missed. And through for one behind. So they go to 4-6-30 to Belmont Lions. Queenscliff 9-5-59. And we've been playing 10 minutes in the final term.
So Warland recovers the football at fullback to kick in for Queenscliff. Seemingly with the game under control, but it's a funny game footy, so takes his time as you would. James Warland at fullback. Should kick long, I would think, and does. It's going to land outside 50, good kick. Main in good position, but at the back Piggott, strong mark. Two hands on the footy, and has done pretty well up there in the forward half. Left footer, kicks it back from whence it's come. Head of the goal square, big pack of players. Reading the ball pretty well was Chase Rosiello in front of the pack. Ended up taking the mark on his chest. And a bit of a push and a shove there. And say Leighton Bound hasn't been the most popular player all day up there. But Rosiello, 15 metres out, directly in front. He's kicked the goal. It's his second. Hasn't given up trying all day. It's the fifth for the Belmont Lions. 5-6-36. But they trail Queenscliff 9-5-59. We've been playing 11 minutes now. Final quarter, under 16 Division 2 Grand Final.
He's making it interesting for the best player, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's done very nicely this afternoon. Yeah. Chase Rosiello this morning.
And for 4 quarters. That's a good part of his game.
He's having a rest at centre half forward now. Roberts picking him up. Back in the middle, Babb having a run in the ruck against Orvis and gets it down. Babb. Piggott tries to tap it on. Temple through the middle. Davis is there as well. Goes with the right foot kick towards centre half forward. Lim gets across there, takes the mark and runs away at half back. Goes long towards half forward. Vacant half forward flank too. Far can run onto it. Now the handball to Orvis. He can give it to Far. He runs inside. Handball over the top. They've linked well. He gives it away to Griffin. He runs in from 20 metres out and has missed everything. And it will be out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Sanford in the last line of defence for the Lions.
That was premiership type football. Got the ball up there, wasn't it?
It was. They moved it pretty well from half back with the run of Lim. In fact, the ball has come to Griffiths now in the right back pocket for the Lions. So Griffiths off a step towards half back. Piggott goes up, tapped away by Orbis to the front. Now Wilson turns around, handball back to Babb. at half back, measures the pass to Davis, takes it, goes with the right foot, centres the ball towards Ayres, gets a good distance with it, but Queenscliff have got the numbers. Jarvis, though, runs without it. Now kick off the ground. Goes towards Rosiello and Roberts at half forward. Roberts does well. Repels the attack. Rosiello, that's late. Rosiello gives it away to Flanagan. Off the one step, goes wide. Henriksen leads in the race for the ball against McCarty. They overrun it. Bullock's back there for Queenscliff as well. His kick smothered. Goes back towards Main. Now tapped forward. Wallen's across there as well under pressure. Turns around, gets it wide. Good defensive play. And sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
He's a bit like the old-fashioned defender, Wallen, isn't he?
He is. And sees it over the line for a boundary throw in 50 metres out from the Lions' goal. Rosiello, Bab back gives it to Rosiello. Right foot kick high towards full forward. Bound comes out and can't take the mark. Goes towards Piggott. Oh, under pressure. Did he get a push in the back? Yes, he did, said the umpire. And we'll take the free kick. So Daniel Piggott, who's kicked one goal this afternoon, chance to put his second on the board and the sixth for the Belmont Lions. So Daniel Piggott comes in, 30 metres out, slight angle. And he sets it up in the breeze, and I think he might have pushed it to the far side. He has, and one behind to him. So they go to 5-7-37 now, the Belmont Lions. They trail Queenscliff 9-5-59. We've been playing 14 minutes in the final term.
Yeah, James Wallen has to do the shoe up.
He is the old-fashioned defender, isn't he?
He is. Decides to come to the attacking side. Good-looking kick and fell into a strong mark there. Rick Bell at centre half back for Queenscliff. Got a player loose on centre wing. He chips the ball out to Roberts, takes the mark and plays on quickly, high in the air, but it's to the advantage of Belmont Lions because Pickett's there, takes the mark on his chest, gets the ball back into the forward half. Running onto the footy there for the Lions is Davis. Davis gets a handball over to Chase Rosiello, and from 15 metres out, almost directly in front, has missed. So costly miss for the Lions. They go to 5-8-38. They trail Queenscliff 9-5-59, and we've been playing 15 minutes into the final quarter of the Division 2 Grand Final under 16.
So Wallen again. Looks to go to the outer side this time. Goes long looking for Main again. Bab in there, in front. Mark paid. And can't be play on Daniel Piggott, who tried to run away and kick the goal. He missed anyway. So it'll come back.
And with a couple of 3 minutes to go, why would you waste time? You're trying to win the game.
I'll come back to Rosiello. Outside 50, Chase Rosiello has taken the mark. So, should go long. It does with a torpedo punt, comes off the side of the boot, and Temple should take the mark. No, he can't, but he's got a bit of time. Gets it away to Main, sets him up in the end. Throw, said the umpire, and will be a free kick to the Belmont Lions. And they've sold the dummy beautifully there. Jeremy Babb has ended up with a football. I think Tom Lim's telling the umpire about that, and he's done well, the co-captain of the Queenscliff side, to make sure that the umpire knew it wasn't Jeremy Babbs, it was Henriksen with the kick from 30 metres out. He kicks it, and well, it's gone right across the face. Bound goes towards Davis. Handball to Bound. Kick was smothered beautifully by Main. Goes towards the boundary. Piggott and Main, and they see it over the boundary for a throw in. 16 and a half minutes gone, and it will be a boundary throw in. Bab goes to the back of the pack. Roberts is there. Handball back only as far as Bab. Slung off the ball. Now Orvis, handball to Temple. Goes back towards Dixon. He can't take it with him. Lake Rosiello's there. He's ripped off the football without it. The umpire said we'll take a free kick at half forward. So Lake Rosiello at half forward. Goes with the right boot long towards the goal square. Big pack there. In front, no mark taken. Play on the call. Temple there. Goes towards McCarty. And the umpire says it's his. about 25 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal, will have a ball up. So nearly siren time. Ball up, Rosiello. Gets it down towards Piggott. And off a step, was that Griffiths, I think it was? Through for one behind. So they go to 5-9-39, the Belmont Lions. They trail Queenscliff 9-5-59.
We wait the ball to be handed back to James Wallen once again. Had a bit to do in the final quarter. Kicks to the positive side as the siren sounds. That is the grand final, under 16 Division 2. The final score, Queenscliff 9-5-59 have defeated Belmont Lions 5-9-39.
The goal kickers for Queenscliff this afternoon, 3 to Joel Farr, 2 each to Lachlan Valance and Andrew Orver, singles to Tim Solomon and Mark Rogerson. Well, for the Belmont Lions, 2 to Chase Rosiello and singles to Leighton Bound, Jeremy Babb and Daniel Piggott. But in the end, it was 9-5-59. Queenscliff, they defeated the Belmont Lions 5-9-39 by 20 points to win the under-16 Division 2 Grand Final here at Memorial Park in Leopold. And our best player, it's a toss-up, isn't it? Chase Rosiello was pretty good for the Belmont Lions, and for Queenscliff, they probably had a few, but 4 quarters, you've nearly got to give it to him, don't you, Eric?
I think you might. Yeah, I think he's probably outstanding for the whole game.
Apologies to the Queenscliff boys, but I'm sure they'll be happy with their premiership medallions anyway, but we think Chase Rosiello was probably the best player on the ground for 4 quarters this afternoon, and he wins our best player of the grand final. A 20-point win to Queenscliff in the under-16 Division 2 grand final this afternoon. Queenscliff 9-5-59 defeated the Belmont Lions 5-9-39. Thanks, Eric, for your help.
Pleasure, Jay. It's been very interesting.
And congratulations to the Queenscliff Football Club, premiers for season 2002 in Geelong Junior Football's Division 2 under-16 grand final.
You beauties! Premiers, boys. The best.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate.
That's it. What a win.
Lift that Queenscliff flag on high. Lift your supporters up to the sky. Whether the foe may be big or small, red, white and blue will trample them all. Lift that Queenscliff flag on high and fight on to victory. Oh, we got the coach and the players too, all fighting for the red, white and blue. Queenscliff boys from Queenscliff town. Whether we're up or whether we're down, never hold our supporters will be steadfast. Whether we're first or whether we're last, lift that Queenscliff flag on high and fight on to victory. Oh, sons of the seas, we're bombing up and down like this. Fucking oath, we are sailing the ocean. We're bombing up and down like this. They may build the ships, my lads. We're bombing up and down like this. Don't you can't get the boys from the Queenscliff town. We're bombing up and down like, bombing up and down like, bombing up and down like this.
First quarter sealed it for us.
Yeah, just get celebrated!
Great effort all year. What have you got to say about the win here today?
Yeah, look, the boys did really well. I mean, we're only taking it week by week, but the boys got up and had a good one today, yeah.
Good. Beautifully spoken.
And fight on to victory! Oh, sons of the seas, we're bombing up and down like this. Fucking oath, we are sailing the ocean. We're bombing up and down like this. They may build the ships, my lads. We're bombing up and down like this. But you can't beat the boys from the Queenscliff town. We're bombing up and down like, bombing up and down like, bombing up and down like this.
Okay, fellas, enjoy it. Congratulations. Well done. Terrific effort by all of you. Well done. That's a often used word, but geez, you guys are just so hard at the ball, you just go in so hard. I wouldn't like to play against you and I'll do a train, and luckily you don't go through me, but geez, you went through Belmont so really well. Through Belmont. A couple of awards, McDonald's Achievement Award, Apprenticeship Awards. Presented to Jesse Main. Brothers in arms, Tommy Leemoller. Terrific final series. Put some, I'm sure they deliberate shots at goal, but geez, they come out of somewhere. Well done, Joel. Another guy who's had a terrific season. Very quiet, but geez, he goes around his business demolishing full forwards. Well done, James. Terrific all year. And just one other thing, although Mark Rogerson has offered his house, it's back to the club rooms for a drink.
Just before you go, guys, just before we go back, first of all, on behalf of the club, and that's sort of putting the president's hat on here, just congratulations, fantastic. It's been a long time, I know. You know, a lot of you were together in apprenticeship in under 13s. How many of you were in that apprenticeship then? Fantastic, all right.